be true. Like it won't even be nothing. I will forget that you're my child. That's how serious it is. Yeah, yeah, that's supposed to be touching the ground. It might be one longer. We can see. Do it. Gotta go.
Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Check 1, 2. Good people, good people, good people. It's your boy Gaming Dad. Let me get my video started in a hot second. All right. Welcome, good people. Happy Monday to all out there in YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook land. It's your boy. Man, Mondays. Shout out to my boy Steve M, man, for checking in on me. You know, at the shooting down here in Georgia, man, was crazy. But, you know, it was far from me. You know, I mean, like, at least a 2-hour drive from me. It happened like in between. It's a county that's in between, like I at the midway point between Atlanta and Athens. So it's on the east part of the state. But man, it's tragic as it may be, man. When these things happen, man, you know what? What happens is the education system goes into overdrive. And man, they go into overdrive about, changing, redefining, sharpening their skills because, ain't nobody trying to die. And you know what? Somebody put it, matter of fact, my principal at my school, he put it to us like this here. He said, like, you know what? Just imagine having to go back to that school and your classroom next door to the classroom where your colleague used to teach, and that colleague not there no more. That was deep, man. That was a deep situation, man. So, man, whoa, went down the wrong pipe. But yeah, man, we gotta keep that whole city, man, in your prayers. Hold on, good people. Cause man, this thing about like this here, man. You a parent, and you get the call, and it flashes across your feed on your phone that it's a shooter at your kid's school. You know you going crazy. What's going on, D1? CMG, Bassett, 24/7. I went back to the old wheel tonight. But yeah, you know what? Right now we just chopping it up. For those who just coming on the stream, this is about the week, man, and having to process that on top of, some great gaming news. And you know what, man? Doom Guy 483, what's going on with you, man? Welcome to the stream, man. And by you chiming in tonight, Doom Guy, let me get you on the board. You have now entered yourself a chance to win yourself a $10 eShout card. We give it away at the end of the stream. But thank you, man. Welcome for coming through. Hope you enjoy the chat tonight. CMG, I'm trying to get everybody on the board so I don't forget you. Let's see, who did I forget? Anybody else? D1, my boy Bassett YT is a member of the channel, so he gets 2 entries on the board tonight. 24/7. I be catching myself saying 24/7 YT all the time. Bassett 2. All right. Let me get to some of these comments. Let me scroll back up. I'm gonna start it early. Let's see. Like I said, you can't see this top question. I don't know why is it like that, but Quake 311, man, he posed a great question, and I'm gonna get to it, man. I just want to finish talking about, this past week, man, dealing in education. So yeah, man, we just gotta keep them in our prayers, man. Cause this got to be heavy. It's getting real for some of you parents, man. It's some parents out there, man, who right now is not thinking, not paying attention to their kids because they're so worried. They're not worried enough about these kids and their mental health, man. And mental health is real if it's nothing to help balance it and control it. You know what? You gotta pay attention. And even as an educator, man, I have to be more vigilant, man. And for the kids I teach, man, it's like, because some of them, man, be having some legit issues, man. And it makes the profession scary when it shouldn't be. It should not be a situation where you got to worry about, your life. You just trying to come to work and teach. These kids, they had these episodes, and they grew up in this era where you can't say nothing to them. You say something to them, you crush their spirit, and they ain't tough enough to be able to absorb those punches. And then the first thing they want to do is tell or get a weapon to hurt you because their feelings is hurt. It's like, man, you know what? I'm telling you, man, listen, be good to your kids, man. Raise them to be right. That's all I got to say. I'm not going to speak too much on that. Let me go to some of these questions real quick. Quake 311, he said, man, this should have been a poll question tonight. He said, did Sony get the message? Astrobot is greater than Concord. Golly. I mean, any other company, I don't think could have. I mean, yes, they could have. But Sony is one of the few companies that could have that took that hit. That could have took that hit. I mean, I think Concord comes back out, but it's definitely will be free to play. But they're going to do something else. It's got to be more than just free to play, man. They're going to have to rejuvenize that franchise, which is important because, you know what, they got a whole series coming out on it. If they want that series to be successful, they're going to have to do something different with Concord, man. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that difference looks like, but free to play, I mean, these games as a service, man, these games, man, I'm totally against them. Totally against them. I'm not spending no extra money, man, to try to get to play those games. That's crazy. I feel bad for those who created Concord because they look like a decent game. It probably run great and everything too, but it looks boring. And so in this day and age with so many other choices, you got to come with your A game. You can't just put something out there for the sake of putting something out there and think somebody's going to jump on because you put it out there. Them days is over. So I'm with you tonight. Maybe Sony gets the point. Maybe the industry gets to this point, man, that we just want fun games. I haven't bought a PS5 game since college football. And before that, it's been longer than that since I bought a PS5 game, like actually paid for it. But I bought Astro. I bought it yesterday. I haven't played it yet because your boy is in school, so I had homework to do. And I got homework to do after the stream. That's due tonight, but I'm gonna get it done because I'm that guy. But so I said the Concord situation is a hot mess, but that Astrobot is the truth. I've watched enough video to say I am overly convinced that I had to have that in my library immediately. Quake 311 says PS5 Pro will sell, but it won't be in my house though. Too busy renting PS4 games from the library. Listen, buddy. Man, listen, it's nothing like having a library that does that. You know what? It's a lot more libraries, man, that rent out these old games. Y'all better check them out, man. Get your library card. You be like, dang, I can rent this game out? You be like, yep. For the free. Quake says, I finished God of War Ragnarok. Said, now I'm borrowing Assassin's Creed Mirage. Kids are working on Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, and that Peach game. So, Quake, you haven't finished that Peach game yet? Sorry, man. I did not give Peach any love. And if I had a young daughter, I would. But nope. Too many other games, Peach. Let's see. What's going on, Dub City? I see you popped in the chat. Quake 311 says, if anything, borrowing games has made me a huge supporter of physical media now. Hee hee. Before, I would just scarf a cheap digital title for $10 to $20. Odds are they are at your local library. Man, right? Listen, I don't care what anybody say. I will always be a fan of physical media. You know, digital is convenient, but is the conveniency worth the control you give up? You give up a lot of control when you go digital because at any time, man, they got the power to shut that thing down, and you don't got nothing tangible in your hand. He's like, what do I do? For instance, like I'm probably gonna buy Capcom versus Capcom, Marvel versus Capcom. I'm probably gonna buy that collection twice because I want to play it early. But you know what? It comes out the physical. I'm gonna buy the physical copy. Matter of fact, I've paid for the physical copy already. That comes out later in the year. I'm probably gonna double dip on Plunky Squire. You know what? I'm probably gonna buy it on my Steam Deck and then buy the physical version on Switch. It's gonna happen. Quake says, I'm done with triple digit heat. This summer has been brutal in Vegas. Too hot. Nothing grew in our garden. Listen, I haven't been to Vegas yet. It's on the agenda. But I've been to Arizona. And Vegas ain't that far from Arizona. And man, Arizona was different. Anytime, man, it's 11 p.m. and it's still 100 degrees outside, you know something wrong. That ain't natural. Basil YT in the building. What's going on, my brother? D1 says, Somebody please school me on how the PS5 Pro is better than the regular PS5. I have not seen the specs. Listen, tomorrow, there is an event. Your Sony's getting ready to announce the new PS5 Pro. They better show some games. The presentation is not long. It's only like 9. I think it's like 9 minutes. In that 9 minutes, they better illustrate the importance of having this system. They got 9 minutes to convince me. They got 9 minutes to show me this is the reason why you have to have a PS5 Pro. I don't care. I'm a content creator. You know, I've been creating content for a long time. Do I necessarily see myself paying $700 for a Pro? Well, they got 9 minutes to convince me overwhelmingly. Let's say I just got to have it. I'm an iPhone guy. Always have been, always will be. I have gotten a new iPhone just about every year. And so I think it's only 1 year I haven't had a new iPhone. This might be the next year that I might not have another iPhone. Because the fact that I didn't see nothing today that was like, again, like, oh man, I just gotta have this new phone. Now the only reason I might get it because I have an old phone to trade in, and so that makes it a little easier of a swallow. However, I don't know, but I did see that Apple Watch Titanium 2. Ooh. I was like, woo wee. But you're right, D1, man. There's somebody, I don't know the specs either, so they got 9 minutes to show, like, hey, this is what is going to happen. This is what they're going to offer me. If they can't show it within those minutes, man, they can kill it. The poll question tonight, man, go ahead and get your vote on it. And my question was, will the PS5 Pro sell out this holiday for $699? $700? If it's $700, even if it's $700 with a disk drive, that's a hard sell in this economy. It's a hard sell here in the U.S. Hard. For a console? Because I believe you got about $300 to that, you can probably build you a real good computer. And that's the difference, man. It's like, you know what? I mean, yeah, we love PlayStation, but you know what? If you be a little patient, them games is gonna eventually come. Now this is a good question. Let me know what you feel like in the chat. Will Astrobot go to PC? Woohoo-wee. Woo-wee. Do you think PlayStation got the balls to say they're gonna put their mascot? Because this pretty much, Astrobot is pretty much Sony's mascot. You can put your mascot on PC? That's a question, buddy. CMG said, what up, Gaming Dad? Says, there's no need for a PS5 Pro. I agree, man. They have not shown a legit reason. I'm not going to pay you $700 just to have a game run more efficiently. Can't see it, man. CMG said, yeah, man, what happened in Georgia was crazy. Yeah, man, crazy, man. Crazy. And you know what? And the main today I went to work, man. The main message today was like, man, listen, lock your doors. It was to a point, man, where we have other teachers, and I'm one of them teachers that have children that go to the same school I teach at, and it's teachers that still have their doors wide open, and some of these parents. That's my colleagues were letting other teachers know, if you the reason my son gets hurt because you don't want to lock your door, I'm coming for you. He pretty much said, I'm coming for you. And I said, I agree. I'm going to beat your tail too. So today's meetings, man, was heated at school, man. But crazy, man. He says, CJ said, how far was that area from ATL? Probably about a good hour. Probably about a good hour from Atlanta. You know, 45 minutes is the part of the least. It's probably about an hour from Atlanta. D1 says, yo, need to like the stream. Good people. Only saw one thumbs up like weeks. Man, hook a brother up, man. Please, please, please. I don't ask for much. But you know, though, I make sure, though, like I make my journey down to GameStop or the Best Buy, and I make sure I buy a couple cards every now and then. So, I mean, I invest into you, man. Feel free, man. Invest into the channel just by hitting the like button. If you really want to feel like, hey, man, I really want to bless this guy, man, I would totally appreciate it, man, because every little dollar I get, I give right back to you guys. You can become a member. Super duper easy. Only costs you $2. You become a Game Boy member. But if you're really feeling like, hey, God has blessed you, man, your finances is on the come up, man, for $5, man, you will definitely help bless this channel. So, man, if you're thinking about it, man, if it's on your heart, man, feel free. If not, man, I still love you anyway, man. We're still going to do this every week. And as long as God says so, I'm going to keep doing what I do. D1 says, Gaming Dad, did you see my request in Discord about winning last week? I did not. I need to get that to you. Sure. I had to wait. I just bought some because I had to send Dave's out, but I couldn't figure out who won last week. So D1, I'll make sure you get it tonight, man. Please forgive me. This week has just been crazy busy. CMG said Astrobot is very impressive. What I saw, very impressive. Listen to me, like if you a big fan of like Mario 64, I mean it's in that same style, man. This a good old, you know what? It looks like a good old fun game. You know what turns me off about a lot of games, man, is that you know what, you have to pretty much get a PhD in the tutorial before you can really dig in and start enjoying the game. I'm tired of that. Cause that's such a waste of time. It's like, man, I'm not trying to get a PhD in this video game. I just want to be able to go out there and have fun. What's another game that I saw that I'm definitely gonna buy is on Space Marine. Man, listen, D1 says Space Marine 2 is dope. I've already completed the campaign last Friday. I can't wait to get that game. That is up my alley. I read or I saw on video, someone compared that game from like a mix of God of War, the original God of War, and Gears of War. I said, oh man, two of my favorites mixed in together. It's the ultimate sandwich. But oh yeah, I mean, this good old fun, man. That to me, that's what Space Marine 2 looked like. Good old fun. You know what? Astrobot, good old fun. Is speaking my love language. Sonic Knuckletails, what's going on, my brother? Let me get you on the board. How are things going for you? Let me get you on the board real quick. Cause you know me, I'll forget. You be like, damn it, Dad, you played me. Doom Guy 483 says, the truth is the standard version is better. Good is my point of view. But the reviews are better. An example, this is the Nintendo Switch OLED. But with the PlayStation, the standard PS5 will be good. Yeah, I agree with you, Doom. Listen, to me, right now, I don't think it's absolutely necessary to upgrade. That's why, I mean, they gotta show me, hey, this is the reason why you should upgrade. And maybe down the line, maybe next year sometime, next Christmas, when we talking about GTA 6 and we talking about these other games and how the PS5 Pro is going to take advantage of it, maybe. But right now, nah. No. Baz 24/7 said, too many shooters on the market. This is more likely to fail. Yeah. I mean, Call of Duty on Game Pass, I don't think people are really recognize how huge that's going to be. That's going to be huge, man. You know what? I thank God that Astrobot was $70. I mean, was $60. You know, I wanted to buy 2 games, but, you know, my pockets were saying, Dave, buy 1. Because I really want Space Marine. I really wanted to operate and run on the Steam Deck. I'm trying to hold off and say, man, please just run on the Steam Deck. I really want that game portably. Like, I really want that game to run portably. I really want that game to come to the Switch too. See what I'm saying? That's what I really want that bad boy to come to Switch too. So we gonna see. Dub City in the building. Good morning, Gaming Dad. Why don't you? Dub City is over in Sydney right now. You know what? So it's morning time over there to him, but he chimes in on, I don't know, would this be Monday morning or Tuesday morning for Dub City? But either way, let me get him on the board. Cause I know he always checks back in to see if he won, and I appreciate it, man, that he is consistent. He might not stay a whole long time because, you know, he got to go to work, but he chimes in. I appreciate him. CMG says, oh, yeah, God of War 2 comes out on Steam. I think this, no way. For real? Is that true? Hold on, man. Hold on. Good people. That's a, we got a break in the scene right now. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can open another. I need to open another window. Hold on, good people. Hold on. I gotta figure out what's going on, because if that is true, I don't want to close it. Hold on, good people. I'm gonna get to you. I gotta find out. My little screen is tripping. Nope, I ain't trying to send it. Copy your. Nope, I ain't trying to do that either. All right, well, listen, I'm gonna find out. I got to find out. Because if it's a God of War 2 PC, I gotta find out. God of War PC. If God of War 2 is coming to PC, how do I get? No. I need to know. I don't want to bootleg it. I'm like, I want to see if it's natural. I don't listen, CMG. I don't know, buddy, because I'm looking. Hold on, God of War 2 Steam. Let's see. Let's see. Let's click this on real quick. Now got Ragnarok comes out, but not the original God of War 2. I need the original God of War 2. Come on, PlayStation. Put that on there for me. Quake says, 6-year-old daughter is halfway done with the Peach game. Got to return it in 48 hours. Tell her she got to get to work. Tell her she can do her homework at school, come home and put it in. It's got to go back. Sonic Knuckle Tail says, fourth game, Sonic Shadow Generations catches my attention. However, newer Sonic games don't catch my attention the same as the classics. Nothing against most modern Sonic games, though. I haven't played Sonic Generations, so it's like getting two games for one. PS5 Pro, $700, too costly. Agreed. But yeah, you know what, man? I was cleaning out my son moved off. He went off to college, so we cleaning this room up and things of that nature. And man, I found an old DS game, Sonic Classics, on the original DS. I said, let me go ahead and put this to the side. It might be worth some money one day. All right, let's see. D1 says, there is no real reason to get the iPhone 16, especially if you already have a 15 Pro, or you get the 16 and wait 1 year for it to get the Pro features. You know what? You're right. My wife might get a new phone only because she has been a trooper to her phone for a long time, and she never asks us. And so when she asks for a phone, I try to make it happen for her. But I told her, I said, you trading that phone in, you ain't getting a brand new one just to be keeping it. Who does that anymore? All right, this is let's see. Quay says, scalpers still gonna eat him up. Yeah. They'll probably sell that bad boy for $1,000. If it's $700, they'll probably sell that bad boy for $1,000. I just don't think they get it. I think, you know what? That Switch 2 that's gonna be a scalper's delight. That's gonna be that's gonna be ugly. Bazza says for $700 there better be a coffee maker with it. I know that's right. It better be a bonus meal or something. It better be some Buc-ee's coupons tucked in the side. Speaking of food, side note real quick. You know what? I still been getting my Buc-ee's on, but the new food craze, and I'm trying my best to stay away from it, is Cracker Barrel. Man, I've been going to Cracker Barrel and getting that mama breakfast. Whew, buddy. They make the pancakes like I like them with a little crisp around it. I'm telling you. That's my love language, man. Cause a brother can eat, and I like some pancakes. All right, back to the scene. CMG says if you play Black Myth Wukong, that will have you out of your mind on how hard that game. I could just only imagine the rage that comes out of CMG. I need to go watch his gameplay. If I had to do homework, that's what I would do after this stream. I'll go watch some, because I know you got some funny gameplay. I love when cats get on there and start rage. It'd be the funniest. Bazza247 says, not happy test drive unlimited solar crown for Switch has not got a release date. I think they're gonna try to hold that release date as long as they can. It's too much competition right now. They are better off trying to get into that launch window and really, really, make it happen on both systems. But yeah, you know what? And I don't see another direct coming anytime soon to kind of pump that game up either. So I would wait. CMG says NBA 2K25 is running great on handheld PCs, and finally it's next gen. You know what, man? I have an issue with 2K, and it's really not 2K's fault. It's the NBA's fault, because the game is not competitive. It used to be a very, very competitive game. No matter if you played the against the computer, it was a competitive basketball game. Cats played basketball. It wasn't about every highlight. It was about, hey, you had to play good basketball and good defense, and you could do that. But the game is not structured like that anymore, and so it becomes an issue when you want to play. If you're a fan of good basketball, you go to play 2K, you get mad. That's how I was last year. I would just get mad, like, oh man, this is not what I signed up for. So I don't know, man. I'm still on the fence about 2K. I might pull the trigger later in the year. I'm enjoying football a whole lot more than basketball right now, so I'm gonna keep it rolling. But that's good information to know. What handheld are you playing it on, CMG? Let a brother know. D1 says Space Marine 2 is choppy on the deck and freezes at times. Devs know it and said they're working on dropping fix by December. Okay, I can wait. I'm not in no rush. I got too much other stuff to play, but it's going to get bought. Like Space Marine 2, I would guarantee you, it will, if it's anything, it will be a Christmas gift to myself, because that's my type of game. That's the game that, hey, I could take me a couple of days off and straight get it in. And I'm gonna be able to do that during Christmas, so we'll have to see. So yep, September 19th, 2020. What are we talking about? This CMG, what are you talking about? September 19th. I didn't catch that. Said Sonic Tail says verse of the day, 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. It says, do you know that your cells are God's temple, and that God's spirit lives in you? I wish, listen, Sonic Tails, first of all, man, thank you for your obedience and sharing this. And I know, listen, I know if you're new to this podcast, you're new to this show, we all over the place. I jump from question to question. We'll try to attack that question when we get the opportunity to. But I speaking of this scripture here, which is so powerful, man, I wish more people understood this here. I wish they understood that, hey, you know what? If you understand that God lives in you, then you can act accordingly. That same power that God has is in you. You have to learn how to activate it through your faith and belief in who he is. And if more people did that, boy, I'm telling you, they'll transform this earth. But the question is, people don't believe enough in themselves to understand that. Oh, my son is calling me. He has to know that I am streaming. It's Monday. I got to answer it. Uh-oh. He hung up on me. But he has to know that, hey, buddy, I'm streaming. Because I got to talk to him. And, you know, kids sometimes, man, they make decisions when they get a little bit older to start to feel themselves, but they forget that they don't own anything. They forget that. They forget that they don't own nothing. But they act like they do, but you don't own nothing. You have because somebody else had. So I got to talk to him about that. CMG said, I had to laugh and said, that he meant right and around. Okay, got you. Sonic Mike and Jay with the second entry over there on Twitch, and you can do the same thing. If you want another entry on the board, I am on Twitch at Gaming Dad 1906. Hop on real quick, get your follow on, and send me a comment on Twitch, and you'll be on the board twice as nice. 2 chances to win $10, a free $10 eShop card, courtesy of your boy Gaming Dad. All right. Let me get Supersonic Michael J on the board. All right, gotcha. D1 says, Gaming Dad, there is a Zaxby's being built just down the road. Is it any good? Yes, Zaxby's is real good. My issue with Zaxby's, you can't have it all the time. I get the Nibbler's meal, super good. You get your different little chickens on your little. It's almost like sliders, but they chicken, and they got this sweet and sour spicy sauce, man. Get that with the fries and the butter toast, man. It's pretty good. But I'll tell you, you won't be eating all the time. You know, it's one of them things. Like I have a Zaxby's probably about 2 minutes from me, and I think I might eat there once every 6 months. I prefer my wife's cooking any day. Let's see. All right. Silent Knuckles says Silent Hill Progress gave me that. Oh, you talking about that demo? I never went back to that demo. Cause you know what? Once again, it's like, you know what? I don't have when you don't have a lot of time, man. Like if I ever hit the lottery, even though I probably should play the lottery, but I shouldn't. But if I was to ever get a large sum of money where I didn't have to work as much as I work now, then, you know, yeah, I could dig into that. But, you know, I'm all over the place, man. Especially when school, like right now, I'm in school. I'm trying to become a principal. It's a lot of stuff going on my plate, man. But nope, that's the progress. I'm at the same spot I was at before. Is Joseph on here? Hold on, I heard Silent Knuckle Tail says, hi, Joseph. Hi, Geeky. Geeky in the building. What's going on, Geeky? How you doing? I give Geeky some love in the chicky chat. Guess who's back? Back again. Geeky's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? All right. Let's see. Suicide Night says, it is not just games that catch my attention this year. There are a good handful of movies coming out that's eager to watch as well. He said The Firing Squad, The Forge, The Wild Robot. Listen, this is God's Not Dead. God's Not Dead 5? I didn't know it was a 3 and a 4. I only watched one of them, but okay, well, the first God's Not Dead was super good, so I would definitely be looking for this one here. The Wild Robot, I read the reviews on that today. I heard it was super good, so that was, when we saw the previews of it, me and my wife, we was like, okay, we want to see that one, so that's another one. But you know what? Transformers comes out this month as well. So yeah, it's some heavy hitters, man. this is a good time to go back to the to the movies. Up north, we call the movie the show. So you ever hear me say it's time to go to the show? Yeah, I'm talking about the movies. So yeah, them some good movies, man. CMG says that Game Lord is looking amazing. Silent Hill 2 remake. Yet Silent Hill 2 is slowly but surely becoming. I don't know if I want to buy it yet. It's gonna be one of them games like, all right, if I get some free time and start knocking some stuff off, but I probably won't get no legit free time, man, until like Christmas or like the beginning or like February of next year, because basketball season getting ready to start already next month. Basketball, I'll be at basketball practice on the hop every day. Kiki said, I had a salad from Zaxby's the other week. I hate they got rid of the fried mushrooms. Yeah, the fried mushrooms was pretty good. I ain't gonna fret. I ain't eat them all the time, but when I did, it's one of them things like, you got to be in the taste for it, but it was still super good to be a fried mushroom. CMG said nothing like home cooking. Yeah, man. My wife, man, matter of fact, today she made some, she makes this rice, cheese, cabbage, hamburger combination. It's like a skillet. And that thing is delicious. Oh my goodness. So when I get done tonight, the first thing I'm doing is, I'm going to eat dinner, and then I'm going to get on, I got to finish my homework because it's due at 12:59. I got to get it done. It's not long. It's got to write a response. It's like 200 words. And I think I broke everything down to be able to get it done, but I got to get it done. Can't take no L's in this class this year. All right. CMG says goals. That's right. Goals. He says, Gigi says, what do you think of the Apple presentation? You know what? We was just talking about this for a hot second, Geeky. You know what? If I didn't have iPad, you know what? I did. Okay, let me stop. I'm getting a watch. Sorry, I'm trading this bad boy in. They're gonna give me a good price for this Ultra. I'm gonna get me a new Ultra. I'm getting it because that black look good. And plus I want all the new features. So I'm getting me an Ultra. But everything else, I wasn't excited about the iPhone. I liked some of the new features, but I'm gonna get it. I got the last year's iPhone. I'm gonna get all those features, so it's really no reason for me to upgrade. So my wife will probably get the upgrade this year. But yeah, it was okay. It wasn't like, oh my goodness, Apple does it again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my brother from Ohio is back. Y'all give it up for Cool Breeze in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Cool Breezy, taking it easy for Sheezy. Got you on the board, my brother. Welcome. So what up, good people? Right back at you. D1 says, somebody tell GT that Kendrick Lamar is doing the Super Bowl and not BBL Drizzy. Oh my goodness. Listen, I understand why Kendrick was picked. However, it should have been Weezy F Baby. I'm sorry, man. It should have been Cash Money. It should have been Cash. You know what? I hope Kendrick brings them to the stage. You can't have a Super Bowl in New Orleans post Katrina and not have Weezy F Baby. I mean, you can't. I don't think you can do that. I think you somehow, some way, that's got to happen. But we just know it ain't BBL Drizzy. Oh man, Bazzer 24/7 YT says Silent Hill. He needs to play Resident Evil Village still. You right. Listen, low key, I need to finish Resident Evil 7. That tell you something. All these good games. I got, man, so many games. That's why, like, if it ever went down, and you know what, I have stuff to play, stuff to keep me entertained. CMG says, speaking of high school basketball, I have a cousin who lives in Atlanta, and he's a top b-ball player. I wonder, do you know about him? And I didn't see my cousin in years and just met his son. I don't know, man. What's his name? You gotta give me some info. Son Knuckles says, God's Not Dead 1 is about the college freshman, standing on his faith to debate his professor. Yep, I mean, that was super good. God is Not Dead 2 is about the high school student teacher that goes to court over answering a student's faith-based question. God's Not Dead 3, A Light in Darkness, is about the separation of church and state. Ooh, that's heavy. God is Not Dead 4, We the People, is about homeschooling and people in power trying to take civilians' freedom. Ooh, that's heavy. Listen, I'm gonna have to check that out. I got plenty to watch. You know what? Silent Mike and Jay, what are those? Where can I watch those? Are those on Netflix or something like that? Where can I watch those other movies? Hook me up. CMG says when they visit New York, of course, I think he goes to high school called Moreau. I don't know. I'm gonna to look him up. CMG. Gigi says, I might get the Series 9 pink watch. Of course you getting the 9. Of course you getting that watch. See, my watch is now like Series 4. Yeah, Gigi, yeah. You owe it to yourself. He said, I have the 14 Pro, not going to upgrade yet. Still holding out for a new iPad mini this year. I was hoping that the iPad mini would sneak its way into this presentation, but it didn't. I was like, oh, man, you know what? To me, from what I do, a new iPad mini works for me because I can use it as I monitor and take pictures on the fly. Because sometimes, a bigger monitor just does so much to your photography. So I was looking forward to that, but it is what it is. Hopefully, end of this year, maybe beginning of next year. Supersonic Michael J says about the election and the powers that people have to elect someone for their values, not just for the power of the government. Absolutely. Cool Breeze says, been missing y'all working evenings, brother. Oh, man, listen. You and I know, man. You got to get your work on, man. But I'm glad you was able to chop in tonight, man. I appreciate you for coming through. He said, christianbook.com. You can order God Is Not Dead 1 through 4. 5 come out September 16th. All right. Appreciate you. christianbook.com. I think I might have to do that. I like me a good Christian movie. All right, good people. Listen, once again, man, let me say thank y'all for hitting the like button for me. I appreciate you. If you haven't hit the like button yet, don't forget, hit that button for me. Won't cost you a thing. If you really feeling on Friday, like I said before, man, we will appreciate the support, man, because every dollar I get, man, I end up giving it back to you guys anyway. Some form, some fashion, somehow, some way. The Christmas dream is coming around the corner. This year has flown by. It is already what's today's date? Okay, it's still technically the beginning of September, but it's the 9th, man. And we're gonna end of this week. It'll be midway through the month, so it is what it is. All right. Listen, currently let's switch over to the wheel real quick so we can all check to make sure that I went back to this wheel because that other wheel we had last week was trash. This right here will suffice. Let me see if I can blow it up a little bit. Ooh, there we go. Right there. There it is. So look at the board. If you have not seen your name, if you want to get another entry on the board, feel free to do so. You know what? How many we got on the board? Let's see. 13 people so far. 13 people. So, all right. Let's get into some news tonight. Got plenty of it. And man, let's see where I want to start at. Let's go ahead and start with the elephant in the room. Geeky, are you upgrading and getting yourself or getting your husband a PS5 Pro? I know the answer to this is no. Don't forget, tonight's poll question on YouTube is, hey, will the PS5 Pro sell out this holiday for $699? I don't know. It has not been revealed, the official price tag, but I'm assuming that it's going to be $699. That's my prediction. That's why I put it out there. That's a lot of money, man, for a console. People will play it in this climate. I don't know how many people will pay for it in this climate. Geeky said, let me put Geeky's comment up here. She said, hell no. So I know she said no. We have a PS4 and none of us use it. Yeah. I will say, Geeky, Astrobot is tempting. I think, you know what, if you can find a used PS5, I think Astrobot just brings it just, when I watched the video, because I haven't played my copy yet, but just watching the video, it's like, man, that reminds me of a new Nintendo. It gives me a Nintendo vibe and tickle all the way down to my spine. CMG says, but Resident Evil is my favorite franchise of all time besides Zelda. That's a great question, man. Best franchise of all time, man. I got too many just to label one. I mean, I'm a Mario guy, so, you know, I think Mario is great. I love Zelda. Have always, you know, Ocarina of Time is one of my favorite games. But man, I love God of War, man. God of War, man. That really the second God of War, but the first God of War, I was like, oh man, this is great. And the second one, man, just took it to a whole different level. And then 3, golly, that first intro of 3 was something different, man. Anytime you come out the gate, that game started in battle mode. I mean, like, you had to, you start off a game with a boss. It was something terrible. It was something different, rather. Geeky says everyone's talking about Astrobot. They are, Geeky. To a point, Geeky. I watched enough video. I'm gonna share something with you real quick. I don't know if I shared before. I typically drive and watch YouTube videos at the same time. I'll put it right here in the corner. You know, I ain't watching it like this here, but I typically like to listen to it every now and then. I glance because, you know, on my car, which I would never own another car that doesn't have these features. Never. I would never buy another car that does not have adaptive cruise control and lane assist. I'd never buy another car. Every car going forward will have that feature because it has transformed my driving experience. It keep me in the lane. It breaks the, you know, it alerts me if I'm too close to somebody. I can set the parameters of how close I want to be, and it'll do all the braking and acceleration. I don't got to do nothing. That is A1. I can imagine having a Tesla. Can imagine. So I watch a lot of videos, and I watched a lot of Astrobot videos, man. And I watched and listened to how giddy some of these adults was about this game, to a point that I was like, you know what? I'm driving. I was like, Best Buy, pickup order. And on my way home, I picked it up. So I was like, man, I gotta give you some time to get it in. It probably won't be until later on this week, but I'm gonna figure it out. Let's see. Son of Hotel says, I don't have a PS no more, nor Xbox. Not getting Astrobot, but cool to watch. I feel you on that. Steve M in the building. Let me stop. Hit the pause button, ladies and gentlemen. Get Steve M on the board. Steve M. Y'all remember Captain Caveman? I love Captain Caveman. Captain Caveman and Son. Shout out to Shout out to Saturday morning cartoons. Son of Nickel said, let me go back to Steve M's question. Steve M said that I saw PS5 controller prices are increasing. Yeah, about $5 whole, man. I hate how this generation of consoles and accessory prices never drop. Looking at you, Nintendo, or they increase, glares at Sony. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad I bought my controllers when I bought them. I don't see the reason why they need to charge me $75 for a controller. Nobody all that told me is that I will buy controllers during Black Friday. And that's it. I was like, that's it. See, that's why I believe that the PS5 Pro is going to be $699. I believe that's going to happen just because of these slight little price. It's not going to be $699. I mean $599. Oh no. They're going to get you. They're going to say, hey, you want premium? We got your premium. Go ahead and pay for it, America. And people going to buy it. It just won't be the kid. It won't be. I don't care if my son was like, Daddy, I really want it. I'm like, nope, buddy. Cut the grass, save your money. All I can tell you. Yeah. Unless they do something in this 9-minute presentation tomorrow that make me say, you know what? I gotta pull the trigger. But until then, no. Let's see. Son Nickel says shooters, gore, horror are not for me. So many games on Xbox and PS rule out from that. Oh, I have to admit, I do like, you know what? I do like Resident Evil, man. I've always been a fan of Resident Evil. I'm just not a big fan of overly gory games. I don't mind being scared every now and then. But I understand your sentiments on that, and I respect it. Steve M says, I like the Astro Bot mini game that comes with the PS5, but I'm not on a hurry to get the new game. I'll wait for a price drop or so. Yeah, I mean, I can respect that too. I mean, I would definitely wouldn't try to go against that thought process. I didn't need the game. I had plenty of games to play. But man, it was just something about, listen, when you start watching these videos, like, man, I want to do that right now. Steve M says, speaking of driving, I'm driving to the ATL soon, but I'm worried I won't find parking near the Georgia World Congress Center and end up getting lost. Well, as long as you got your Google Maps, you should be good. There are places to park in the ATL around that area. You just might have to pay for some parking. You know, they got some parking structures. You just got to be careful, you know, with them parking structures because, you know, the homeless population is really high in Atlanta. And they tend to gravitate towards downtown. So, just be careful. But you know what you coming to the ATL for, Steve? Son of Nickel says having a Switch Lite is nice for a handful of games, platformers, and puzzles like Zelda, Mario, and more. Yeah, I'm telling you, listen, when the Switch Lite came out, man, I was absolutely in love with that system because of the fact, you know what, those bite-sized games, it was great for it. Indie games, it was the best thing. Like I played the majority of my experience of Hollow Knight on the Switch Lite. It was just something about, you know, and at the time, the Switch Lite had a brighter screen. It was just brighter than the current Switch, and then the OLED came out and it made it look silly. But the screen was brighter than the original OG Switch, and I liked that because it was brighter. And then it was smaller, it was more compact. Now I like that experience, man. You know what? I would love. I ain't gonna lie to you. If Nintendo was really, if they was smart, I mean they are smart. I can't call Nintendo dumb because you know what, Nintendo has sold 140 plus million. But if they really want to keep, they say, hey, we want to really make some money this year. Man, give us a redesigned Switch Mini. Not a light, but like a mini, something small. Something on the lines of a the Nintendo DS, the little small, something really compact you can carry with you. You come out with something like that that's kind of unique, man. That listen, buddy, listen, they would eat that up. It would eat that up. You couldn't. There's no way it would not sell. I think I'm saying, like, that would sell if they came out with a Switch. Just imagine they had a Switch Lite, a Switch Mini that was clamshell. That, like, you flip it over and then the bottom was the controller. Y'all remember that system that came out from NVIDIA? I have it. I think I have it. Hold on 1 second. I gotta see. I might have it. Y'all remember this system here? That NVIDIA Shield. I forgot. I thought this thing was the best thing ever. If they came out with a Switch, something mini where it was like this here, with a nice controller right here, and made it small and portable like a DS, just flip it up and start. Man, that would sell like hotcakes. Hot. This NVIDIA Shield was the truth. I don't care if anybody said this was. I hate that they did not make another one of these. Like NVIDIA, listen, if you are watching, if you really want to get into the mobile handheld market, you redo this one here. You redo this, buddy, and put Steam on this bad boy, and buddy, this is it right here. This thing is heavy like a brick, but look how small it is. It's the size of a controller. This was genius. Absolute genius. I should probably put it on eBay. I'll keep it. Gigi says, hold on, make sure. Switch Lite is my favorite console ever. Cause you know what? I agree, Gigi. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been real tempting. If it wasn't so close to a Switch 2. Because I can only imagine what a Switch 2 Lite, because they're gonna come out with a Lite. They're gonna have these different variations. I can only imagine what a Switch 2 Lite is gonna look like. That's gonna be crazy, isn't it? Always thinking about it already. But you're right, Geeky. My Switch Lite is still regarded as one of my favorite consoles because it's so small, it's convenient, it had decent battery, easy to recharge. Great D-pad. And you know what? The best D-pad on any Nintendo offering. The D-pad on the Switch Lite was better than the D-pad on the Pro Controller. 100 times better than the 4 dots they got on this Joy-Con. Great D-pad. Absolutely phenomenally great D-pad. I think that system was underappreciated. Steve M says, I'm going to a Collecticon. It's mostly a trading card like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh card show, but I'm going because Steve, oh my goodness, oh man, that's something. Dang, man, I work too much. I would look. Do I get time? Collecticon, that's the name of it. I don't know, man. I might have to make some arrangements because I work this weekend and I won't be extremely far. I'll be in a city not too far from Carrollton, Georgia, and Carrollton is probably about a 45-minute drive to the ATL. I might have to figure that out, man. I got to look at my homework schedule. My homework schedule has been dictating what I do extra. Will B, what's going on with you, man? Man, listen, first of all, is that Vince McMahon on your let's see. Is that Vince McMahon? Let me see, can I blow this comment up? I gotta see. That look like, is that Vince McMahon? That's your that's dope. I like that. I like Vince. I'm a big wrestling guy. He said, "Will you Pro Controller D-pad goated?" Ooh, hey, listen, listen. I can't even be mad at you. I cannot be mad at you for that comment. Will be, man. Listen, man. I'm glad you chimed in, man. Let me stop, pop back out. Hey, we got this wheel going on. We give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night. By you chiming in tonight, man, and then go ahead and put you on the board. Y'all show Will be some love in the chat. Welcome to the stream, man. We stream every Monday night, man. Same time, same bad station. All right, hold on, man. Let me. I hate when. There we go. When they start to self check me, but man, welcome to the stream. Let me get back to the. But yeah, man, listen, I think the D-pad on the Switch Lite is just as good as the Pro Controller on the Wii U. 'Cause that Wii U Pro Controller was good, super good. Like, I still own my Wii U Pro Controller. It's still that good. Let's see. Let me go back. Steve M says, I want to get my Mario 3D All-Star autographed. Ooh. Oh, man, that sounds dope, Steve. And my Spider-Man game. Listen, buddy. And I got 2 copies of Mario 3D All-Stars. Oh, that would be dope to get that bad boy signed. Oh, that would be dope. Steve, buddy, boy, I might have to figure out something. Bazis 24/7 YT says Sony needs a Little Big Planet game to follow up Astrobot. I think, you know what, Sony, I don't think Sony would do that. I'm going to tell you why, because Sackboy did not sell very well. And you know what, because it wasn't that good of a game. They should have Sony should have stuck to the original formula of Little Big Planet, and it would have sold. Little Big Planet was great because of its creativity, of its platforming, and the minute they went 3D, I think that's where they lost it. So to me, if Little Big Planet is ever going to get rejuvenated, it needs to go back to its original form, the golden days. Steve M says, I like the buttons easier to press than the Joy-Con buttons. Yeah, I mean, the overall system, to me, of the Switch Lite is like, man, that is golden. It's golden. That's why I would love something different, like a Switch Mini. Just like that NVIDIA Shield, that'd be perfect. So Collecticon is the 21st and the 22nd. Dang, what? I don't know, man. So hold on. I might not be able to. I think I'll work all day that day. If it was this upcoming weekend, I'll be good. But no, not this. No. Can't do it. See, Wilby says, sure is. It's Quentin says, I love the Wii U Pro Controller. Best battery life, super lightweight. Yeah, it did have the best battery life. Let me tell you, you know what? Another controller that was super dope? That Wavebird, man. That Wavebird was something special. And it was at a time, man, where other companies was just really figuring out wireless controller, and Nintendo just had it. They had it on lock, man. It was nothing like it. Hey, man, no problem, man. I'm glad you chimed in for a hot second. Quay 311 in the building. This with the 3 hearts. He said, Switch Pro Controller too chunky and heavy. DualSense drifts as badly as Joy-Cons. That is true. And you know what? My son has already replaced a DualSense. He tried to sneak in and get one of mine. I was like, dog, no. Just go ahead and go. I got to go buy you another one. So he got him another one. But yeah, they do drift, man. Xbox Core controllers are my favorite current gen controllers. not the. It's the newer generation Xbox controller with me. With the D-pad is more flat. It ain't. I mean, to me, it's a better D-pad than the old one, but I still give me that buttery smooth. It is that D-pad on the Switch Lite is silky smooth. It just responds like boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Dave Dub, what's going on, Dave? Let me get you on the board while I'm thinking about it, because you know me. If I don't do it now, Dave, I'll forget. Dave Dub in the building. All right, let me put this back down. All right. Okay, one thing I don't like about this new wheel that I'm using, every time I go out and come back in, it repositions itself, and so it don't be like I left it. I don't like that. All right, so amid PS5 Pro rumors, Sony announces presentation for Tuesday, which is tomorrow. If you're on the East Coast, it's at 11 a.m. 9 good minutes of PlayStation glory as it strives to convince you that you gotta have a PS5 Pro. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a pre-grade. I'm gonna say that this grade for this show is already gonna be a C, because they're not gonna have any games. That's my prediction. I could be wrong, but I don't believe they're gonna have some games to show you that, hey, you gotta have this system and this is the reason why. I don't think so, man. Dave Dub says hello. Will B says, my Switch Pro controller home button acting up now, weird stuff. Yeah, you know what, man? I like my Switch controller, man. The Splatoon was one of my favorites. But let me tell you, the issue I have with this D-pad, man, it's just too stiff. It's too, see it? Can you hear that? It's just too clunky. It's too clunky for me to be like, it just don't. I'm telling you, my litmus test for any Pro controller was Pac-Man 99. If you can play Pac-Man 99 with the D-pad, that was my benchmark. You know what? If you can mess around and you can hit those turns smooth as can be, and my Switch Lite turned into my Pac-Man 99. Listen, Namco, Nintendo, bring that back. Put it on a cartridge and sell it. Give it some online support and let us people who enjoy Pac-Man have it. I think by far that was the dumbest decision you could have made. Because don't get me wrong, F-Zero 99 is fun. It just ain't Pac-Man 99. Just like, you know what, that Mario 99, it was fun. It still wasn't fun as Pac-Man 99. I don't know why Tetris is getting all this longevity. Because Tetris is fun, don't get me wrong. It's still not Pac-Man 99. Pac-Man 99 was competitive. All right. Back to the scene. All right, let's see. D1 says, had my DualSense almost 2 years now. Is just starting drifting, but I recently took it apart. Did you upgrade it, or did you fix the drift, D1? Quake311 says, Dolby Switch controller feels better in the hands than Switch Lite. Never did jump to the satisfied grip, although I've heard good things. The satisfied grip is great on the Switch Lite. It was okay on the Switch OLED. You know, I had it for the regular Switch and also for the OLED. And satisfied for the time, you know, it did its job. I am in total agreement with you, though, Quake. That Dolby Switch controller was absolutely phenomenal. It's a phenomenal controller. It made playing games on my Switch just like 10 times more enjoyable. Girls like their Tetris. These are facts. You're probably right. No, not arguing with that one. But still, Pac-Man 99. That was boy. Please bring that back, Namco. I should start a petition. D1 says Street Fighter is my litmus test Ooh, we gotta be able to Dragon Punch repeatedly and do double entries for super combo. Listen, man, where's my? Listen, man, give D1 the applause right now. You tend to forget how good Street Fighter was, man, and how technical to me. It was a technical fighter. It wasn't a bunch of dancing and at long drawn out combos. You had to fight. That's why, man. That's what Street Fighter will always be one of my favorites because you had to fight and know what you're doing. Like the Tekken 2 was like that. Tekken 2, man, you had to fight. You had to be strategic in those battles. Mortal Kombat 2, to me, is by far better than any other Mortal Kombat that's out because it wasn't about a bunch of that stuff. You had to fight. You got a couple basic moves. You had to be quick with it, and it wasn't a bunch of these, overextended combos to bring dramatization to your fighting. No, man, you had to fight. And if you couldn't fight, man, you lost. You lost. And sometimes you lost bad. Let's see. Where we at? D1. CMG says, wait a minute. What happened to GT? We haven't seen him here for weeks. I hope he's good. You know what? Yeah, I might have to reach out to him on Discord. But I know sometimes, man, he tends to work. And he got some things going on in his life that's really, really positive. And I know it takes a lot of time to do the things he's doing. But I'm not gonna put his business out there. But feel free to ask him. He tell you. But we gotta check in on him because usually he be on here talking some smack. Dave Dub, man, in the building. Dave Dub says, "Hey, I got back into Fire Emblem. 3 houses. I'm trying on maddening difficulty. Okay." So far, I kept everyone alive, but I didn't miss the tedious stuff in between the main story battles. I hate games with tedious tasks. One of my number one pet peeves. Probably one of the things that would turn me off. The story had to be so good that I said, all right, I just got to dig in. But I hate tedious stuff. Game developers, stop putting tedious stuff into games just to extend your game. Listen, man, make the game. If the game 8 or 9 hours, 10 hours, it's still a good game, I'll replay the thing. But you know what? Don't give me a bunch of tedious stuff and then drag on the game for 100 hours. No one wants that anymore. CMG says, that's my thing. I'm more old school with the original M2 mechanics. Yeah, man, listen. Mortal Kombat, man, well, that was my game, man. Mortal Kombat, when I was in college, man, I had a couple games that I played all the time. Mortal Kombat 2. NBA Jam for the Super Nintendo. NBA Jam, buddy. Oh, man. NBA Jam, I used to get it in, buddy. I had a partner that I was in college with, man. And he stayed across the hall from me, man. We would get it in for hours. Good old times, man. Good times. Good games. You know what? And I think, just a side note before we dig some more into this PS5, and this has been a conversation around the internet dealing with video games, man, and how there's multiple shifts going on in the video game stratosphere that some of these companies need to sit back and look at. Is that people want good, fun games. They don't want to listen. I think people are just tired of the same. It's it's only so many people you can kill. All these video games, man. It's only so many people, man. Sometimes, man, you want a game that has some exciting, some thrilling things to get to do, and it doesn't involve murdering somebody. They need to look at this shift and how people are not buying into this these service games. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to be pimped to keep investing my money into games that plays on a casino like theme and play on, the vulnerabilities of some of these kids. You get tired of that, man. So I believe there is a shift. I don't think the shift is what RGT is talking about, but it's a shift that I think people need to pay attention to. I don't think we should stop supporting these companies who keep laying off these people after they didn't put all their money into this game. They just lay them off so they can reap all the benefits. Nah, man, that's why this is the current state of video game and video game business is one of the reasons why I continue and will continue to support Nintendo, because of their practice and their morals when it comes to their employees. You gotta support stuff like that, man. I think that's you put your money behind people like that. That's why Nintendo's not going nowhere, because they understand that games should be fun. Period. Absolutely fun. Like, for instance, college football is super fun. But college football is really training you to be an offensive or defensive coordinator all at the same time. And it takes the fun away from that sometimes. It's like, man, you gotta practice. You gotta come up and practice some of these things before you dig into some of these football and basketball games. And it takes the fun out of it. Sometimes you just want to get in there and play and real quick. NBA Live 99, super duper fun with your boy. I think it's AJ Walker for the Celtics. I know his last name was Walker for the Celtics. He was on the cover. I can't think of his first name. However, good fun game. You put the game in, you pick your team, you played. Period. You ain't had to go through all. I'm not creating no player. I don't want to play story mode in a basketball game. I don't want none of that. Hey man, I play with the Pistons. Oh, okay. When I'm done playing with the Pistons, I go through the season. You know what? I pick another team, and I master that team. And then you know what? I pick another team, and I master that team. And then I play through the season. I like that. I'm not a big fan of this. They don't make games like NBA. Listen, CMG. Listen, buddy. NBA Live needs to come back. Absolutely, man. Because 2K needs competition. NBA Live needs to come back just like the NFL license needs to go out to multiple companies and let it be a smorgasbord of different football games so we can have some competition to force people like EA to get on their toes and make some creative games. Don't get me wrong, man. Madden is a fun game, but it's stale because it's the same thing every day, every year. Just regurgitated with a little sharpening here, a little sharpening there, and a new mode here, a new mode there. It's the same game. Like, we get tired of getting pimped. And that's the reason why, from that standpoint, that's the reason why Concord died on arrival, because people are tired of getting pimped. I'm tired of you asking for me for more money on top of more money to play a game. If I buy the game, then that's it. I bought the game. I'm going to play that game. And then when I'm done with it, I'm done. But now you really got to be careful. You got to say, man, okay, it was easy to invest into Astrobot because, hey, Astrobot is a game that I can play and complete, and I'll have it. It's on the car. It's on the disc. Good. I support physical media because I can play it. If I'm offline, I should be able to play it. Like, you know what? It's going to take enough of us to say, hey, man, enough. If you want our money, we want to be able to own what we buy. You want to sell us a product, let us sell a product and let us own it for life. Put it on a cartridge. I'm telling you, until we all stand up. But this generation of people are not going to stand up because, okay, that's another story. I'm sorry, rant. I'm sorry, I mean to rant. My bad. Just got into it. D1 says, dang, I remember beginning NBA Live 95 and the Boys and Girls Club whooping kids that didn't have it all day. Man, listen. That was the truth, man. NBA Live 95. Golly. Coach K basketball. Please, 2K. NBA, EA Sports. Please make a college basketball game. Please. And put it on a portable device. It's got to go on a portable device, man. I cannot wait for college football to be announced for the PC. if it just could get on there without the anti-cheat. Oh, man. Boy, NBA Showdown 94. If that's the... who was on the cover of that? Man, NBA Showdown. Man, boy, listen, good game. Listen, 90... NBA Live 97, 90... Really, 97 and 99 were my favorite. Geeky says, Elder Scrolls Castle is out on mobile. It's supposed to be like the Fallout mobile game. I did not play the Fallout mobile game. Was that good? COG said, I go on and on. Man, that's right. Good old days, man. Well, listen, when you went and paid crazy amount of money for cartridges. Quay311 says, Twisted Metal. That's at the top of my Sony wish list. You would think with the TV show that a Twisted Metal game would be out by now. If I'm correct, they do got a TV show. What's the TV show for Twisted Metal? Yeah, it was. It was a TV show for Twisted Metal. Geeky said it was a decent mobile game. Huh? Was it free? Was it free to download, or is that game like on Apple Arcade? Tell me, it's so many different ways to play games, man. It's like they turning us all into ADHD because, like, man, what to play? What to play? All over the place, man. D1 says, who played NBA Jam Tournament Edition with Bill Clinton and Warren Moon using the big head codes? What? Bill Clinton, boy, listen. They listen. But listen, the difference is that was good old fun. Competitive, fun, fast pace. It is free to play. I might have to look that direction, Geeky. But say once again, if it's free to play, they trying to get you. They're gonna nickel and dime you somewhere, just like Monopoly. I tried to play Monopoly. It was fun for a hot minute, and then they said, "Well, you can pay for these turns." I was like, "Oh," I had to back away from Monopoly. All right, so back to PlayStation. We got the announcement coming up. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're on the West Coast, it's 8 a.m. Pacific Time. Good luck with that, getting up on time. But that's tomorrow, man. PlayStation, they're going to try to convince you to spend $8. All right, let me see. Leaked early gameplay of new Shinobi reboot. I'm excited for this game because I was a big fan of Shinobi on the original Sega Master System and also the Genesis. So to see a reboot in that nature to me gives me the same vibes of watching a reboot of Sands of Time. That reboot side-scrolling game is super duper good, and I'm really looking forward to Shinobi. So I don't know if this shows any of the. Oh, they do show some gameplay. Why not? Now, let's see. All right. I don't know if you can see it. I don't care. I'm gonna play it. I know you don't hear no volume. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can turn it up. Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Yes. This is how Shinobi. Yeah. Listen, I can tell you right now. These games. This like what? This is my cup of tea, man. This is my cup of tea right here. I'm telling you. Listen, this right here. Oh yeah. This is. Just from this alone, I'm telling you, this is a pickup. Day one. Animation looks absolutely phenomenal for it to be an early game. I'm sorry, Sega. I didn't mean to show too much of it. Don't strike me down, but that was good. Absolutely, man. So, That was real. That was real good, man. He was at what? Oh man, listen, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm with the Shinobi shenanigans. For years in, Sony is making let me say that again. 4 years in, Sony is making PS5 controllers more expensive. They have raised the price of this bad boy by $5. But for what? I'm telling you, man, listen. There's no way you can't be halfway into your life cycle and decide to raise the price and there's nothing different with the controller. Yeah. This is not a great generation for PlayStation. I think at the end of the day, they'll probably approach and probably surpass the 100 million mark. But it won't be like over like, oh my goodness, this is going to be like PS. I don't think they're going to beat the PS4. I would like to know. I don't know off the top of my head. I would like to know the current sales of the PS5, because without games, man, you know what? The third party is going to help carry it, but you know what? I'm not paying $75 for another controller. Nope. Quick little story. An artist, I don't know who this artist is, artist to Rockstar, after, I guess, hold on, I'm saying. So an English artist has reacted to a purported offer from Rockstar Games to include his band Heaven 17 1983 song Temptation in Grand Theft Auto 6, saying the offer was $7,500 was extremely low. That's crazy. Come on, shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. You was gonna pay. He said their response was go F yourself. It would have been my response too. Come on now, $75, $700, that ain't nothing. Let's see. D1 says that looks like one of those mobile Shadow Ninjas Stickman games. No, it don't. It look better than that, D1. That's funny though. Badger 24/7 YT says, surprise, you're not talked about the Rug Rats release. You know what? Because, man, listen, it's just too much. It's just too much, too many games, too much out there competing for your time. It's like, you know what? I had to ask myself this question, like, man, am I really gonna play that Rug Rats game? I'm probably not. But I'll play Shinobi though. Oh man, it says Sony shares its plans for PlayStation 30th anniversary. Let's see, let's read. It says on December the 3rd, 1994. Your boy senior. That was your boy's senior year in high school. Wow. No, that wasn't. That was my first year of college. Yeah, you know what? December 3rd, I was in college. Yep, that was my freshman year in college when that came out. So Sony launched the original PlayStation in Japan and changed the video game industry forever. American gamers didn't get their hands on the PlayStation until September the 9th, 1995. But Sony not going to make us wait another year to start the celebration of the PlayStation 30th anniversary, and the first plans for the year-long party has been revealed. From October to the end of January, Sony's Music will release classic PlayStation game scores on Spotify and digital music storefronts. The confirmed titles include God of War, God of War 2, God of War Ghosts of Sparta. Hold on. God of War Ghosts of Sparta on the PSP is a super good God of War game with a great story. I'm just going to say that. Ghosts of Sparta. That was good. Twisted Metal, Starhawk, man, another good game. Unit 13, another great, outstanding game on the PS Vita. Man, I would definitely pay to have that bad boy on the Switch. See, a free trial version of Gran Turismo 7 called My First GT will also be released. Sony hasn't set a date for the trial yet, but it will be released this holiday season for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 users with some of the fan favorite cars, tracks, and more from Gran Turismo 7. Sport game enthusiasts should take note that September 21st and 22nd will be a free online multiplayer weekend with multiple esport tournaments for games like Madden NFL 24, MLB The Show 24, NBA 2K25, and NBA 2K24, and even fighting games like Tekken 8, Guilty Gear Strive, EA UFC 5. You won't need a paid PlayStation Plus membership to compete. A PlayStation 30th anniversary theme avatar and other prizes, but you would need a copy of the previous mentioned titles. So they're gonna let you play online for free if you got some of these titles, but you know what, you gotta have the titles to play. So it means, so if you want, you gotta buy Tekken 8 to play it in the tournament. This is just the beginning, as an additional plans for the PlayStation 30th anniversary will be announced at a later time. Some fans believe that Sony used the initial announcement to reveal the design of the PlayStation 5 Pro, which is rumored to be officially revealed soon, which is tomorrow. 30 years, man. Let's let you know how old you really are. Like, man, this system has been around for 30 years. You trying to tell me 30-something years ago, Nintendo and Sony were talking about getting together and changing the world? Game Boy enthusiasts will want to check out this new book. Let's see. If you're looking for some more gaming history, you can check out blah, 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 others book. Oh, no, I'm going to go back up. 35 years ago, Nintendo shook the gaming industry with the release of the Game Boy handheld, a device that made video games more mainstream than ever, thanks to its simple design and library of must-play titles. If you're looking to relive the golden age of Nintendo's iconic portable console, you should check out the Game Boy Encyclopedia, an upcoming book that exposes the hundreds of games released for the handheld across its lifespan. The giant compendium launches November 30th and is available for pre-order. I don't know about that right now. Too many other things to pay for. Let me go back. D1 says, you gotta live alone like D1 if you're gonna play all these games. You right, man. Listen, if I didn't have, I think things would be easier if I didn't have, if all my kids are out and about living their life. When that day happens, then then I can kind of, I wouldn't have to work as much. I just work that hard if I wanted to, go on vacation or something. But as long as my kids are still here, it's starting to get easier. But it is what it is. It said, Bazzer 24/7 YT said, why can't Sony reboot Warhawk and Soulcom? They're still not games like them. Listen, we talk about this a lot, Bazzer, that a lot of these companies, man, are just absolute stupid. You trying to tell me a whole generation, like, to me, if you're Xbox and your PlayStation, and for the last, I don't know, 8 or 9 years, especially the last 5 years, you can't tell me you have not watched Nintendo hand over fist release games that were old and watch those bad boys just make them money on top of money. They can release the old games as they are and watch them make money. So have a cheap little price for them. They make millions. This is real quick. It's real quick, easy ways. But you know what? You know, who are we? We just people on the sidelines. D1 says bring back Ghost Recon and Burnout Takedown. I like the original Burnout over Burnout Takedown. Is Burnout Takedown original? I don't think that's original. I think the original the first Burnout to me was my favorite. That game was the truth. CNJ said, "Oh man, you went way back, D1. Listen, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Ghost Recon. You know what? Listen, but those games they weren't like overly complicated, but super fun. Like for instance, okay, if you look at Halo 2, super fun. Don't overcomplicate the games. That's what I feel about this generation. The games are so overly complicated that you have to spend so much time preparing yourself to enjoy the game instead of just say, hey, man, go out and have fun. That's what made games outstanding. It was fun. Hey, did anybody see this garbage? This game is going, listen, this looks terrible. I mean, the movie might be good. I can tell you for sure, I'm not going to the theaters to watch this movie. Sorry, Minecraft, you are not getting these dockets. I'm telling you. And it might be good, but if it is good, it'll be good enough to watch on some other streaming site when it's streamed for free because I have a subscription. That's it. There's no way. This looks absolutely stupid. This wasn't a good decision. This reminds me of that first Sonic movie, and when they had the first Sonic they had drawn up, and it was terrible. They released that trailer, and it was absolutely terrible. There's no way, absolutely, you get no dollars. Geeky, you hit it on the nail. It looks like Jumanji. It do. You are right. It looks just like Jumanji. Burnout 3 is taken. Okay, all right. So Burnout 3. That was the truth. But this man, this was to me. This is Concord of the movies. That's how terrible this trailer was. This is Concord, all over again. I was like, what? Man, this is terrible. I'm not even gonna flip to the article. Just know that this movie right here would not be getting any movie. It says Minecraft is still making money. I am not surprised. Oh yeah, they always in the top, 10 in the charts, and that's probably to me right now. That's Xbox greatest investment. That was a steal. You know what? To get that franchise for $2 billion was a steal. Absolute steal. I wonder how much money they've made since they've bought that company. They've made their money back and then some. I'm taking you back to the old school. The Legend of Zelda's 80s cartoon series gets DVD re-release. Ooh. I'm not saying that, listen, I'm not even going to say that the show was good because it wasn't. It wasn't that. But just to have it on disc, to have it, maybe, it might be worth it. Pre-order for The Legend of Zelda, the complete series went live on Amazon over the weekend. We honestly not sure how we missed it, and the re-release will be out the 22nd of October. I wonder how much that is. Let's see if it pulls up. Oh wow. The complete series, which is probably about 2 seasons. Well, that's a nice little box art though. Oh, you know what? I'm missing Monday Night Football. That's all right. It's 10:20. I'm trying to get to some of these stories. I gotta wrap it up. I gotta get this homework done. Industry whispers fuel speculation over Switch 2 reveal this month. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna go into great detail about these rumors because they're all over the place. To me, if it's gonna happen this month, it's gonna be it benefits Nintendo to do it next week. But you know how Nintendo is. Just because you know what we think is logical, they don't think it's logical, and they're gonna go to their own horn. But to me, this benefits them because they're gonna have a whole conference where people are releasing information about games they're making for this system. They're gonna build more hype. But if it don't happen next week, because I think they're gonna let Sony have his piece and have this is a week in the wind, and then they're gonna come in and just kill the whole cycle, which they should, and get people just hype for this next system. But I still believe that reveal is happening in October and not September. I'm just saying, even though, because it's Nintendo, what makes sense don't always make sense for them to do, and so that's what I believe. I hope it's next week. I really, really hope it's next week before Tokyo Game Show. I think that would be dope. But I think right now I'm still saying it's October. CMG says, I remember the old Legend of Zelda from back in the day in the 80s. Yeah, I do remember the cartoon. That's it, right? Yep, absolutely. D1 says, you think Nintendo will lead the next Switch with a new Mario Kart? No. Because you know what, you think about those tempo titles that really pushes the needle. No, I think a Mario to me is a healthier response to move the masses. Even though Mario Kart is more successful because it's a great game, but at the end of the day, it's about the mascot. It's about Mario. It's called Mario Kart. That's why I think they can get away with like letting that be a banger, midway. If it releases in March, you know what? Just like the first one, that May, Eric, I think if I'm correct, Mario Kart came on the Switch like in May. Yeah, it was like, it was like really soon after the launch. They don't need it at launch. They need it. It's them first. They got to make sure they fill out those first 2 or 3. I think you lead with Mario. If you start the year off, you start off with a fresh Mario tempo. You got it. I mean, you're going to have people like, hey, I got to have this new Mario. And then you put out their release date, not even a month or 2 later, that Mario Kart, that 1-2 combo, if they get it lined up where they got a banger every month for the first 7 months and a dope holiday title in Pokemon, buddy, it's going to be dangerous. That first year is going to be 2025, man, gonna be crazy. Crazy. Cause just imagine, man, if it's a new rumor today. I just saw that the guy, it was a guy who said that that Bandai, I can't talk today. Bandai Namco is working on a successor to Kid Icarus. Now, just imagine if they come out this trailer and they show Kid Icarus. It was a great game to do, but they had stuff like Kid Icarus. They show you a Star Fox. Because to me they should have Star Fox, and then you have Mario Kart, and then you have Metroid. You go back. That's taking us back to that first year of the NES. These original mascots. You building a system that you gotta have because it's always something to play new every month. That's the route, man. D1, I ain't gonna lie to you. Just like they did with the original Switch. They had Zelda before. You get your Mario. You got backwards compatibility with Zelda. Matter of fact, you launch it with Zelda, and then you launch it with a up-res version of Breath of the Wild. And then you start all over again, and people are going to buy it, man. It's going to be crazy. Now that thing is going to sell out. I tell you, you got to have a strategy. You gotta have a strategy of what you're gonna do first. What stores you're gonna pre-order first, because you gotta get in that first batch. So October sounds more logical. I'm assuming you're talking about the release of the reveal trailer. It does sound more logical because you know what because they're okay. Two things. One, it helps them either way. It helps them in next week because you have Tokyo Game Show to kind of really take this thought and really just dominate that show. It helps them in October because there's really nothing else for that month that's Nintendo related, and I'm correct. Except what's in October? Mario Party. I think Mario Party is in September. You get, but the games is not going to really. I think next week is the better week because you kill Sony. You just cut them off. Because I'm predicting that this PlayStation 5 presentation is not going to be like the end all. Oh my goodness, I gotta have it kind of thing. And I think when that trailer drops, and them games get shown in that trailer. Games that we wasn't even thinking about or predicting that's going to come on this system drops with that trailer. You just kill the momentum of Sony like immediately. So to me, if we're playing competition, if we're really looking at Sony as adversaries, of course Nintendo going to say that we don't view them as competition. Yes, you do. then it's going to be different. Let's see. Quay 311. It says, what are they doing next? Odyssey 2, Galaxy 3, Bowser's Ultimate Fury. Man, I don't know, but look at the choices. You would think it would be an Odyssey 2, but I would sure enough go for a Galaxy 3, buddy. Or even Bowser's Ultimate Fury. I mean, maybe Odyssey 2 is Bowser's Ultimate Fury. I don't know. But it's a 3D Mario. It's a 3D Mario. But man, look at those choices. That's glorious. D1 says Nintendo should drop a new version of Super Punch-Out. Nintendo should say, I'm telling you, Nintendo, I know Mike wasn't the best representation of the brand back in the day, but he's doing better things now, man. Bring back Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, man. Just come on, man. Just go ahead and throw Mike back in the game, man. At least if you're going to call it Super Punch-Out, man, at least, you know what I'm saying, just put Mike in the game somewhere as like a cheat code or something. Could you imagine if they did a new Super Punch-Out and they put Mike Tyson in that bad boy? If it came out, it was like Super Punch-Out, Mike Tyson's Revenge. Come on, man. I'll be all about that day one. I would listen. It ain't that right there. That came live on stream. I'm screaming, like, oh, I'm going crazy. That came out. That's one reason why I'm so looking forward to this reveal, just to see what games they're gonna pick out of that bad boy. Because I would just remember the first reveal, I was like, man, look at 2K. I was so happy. I was like, yes, I was so happy. Oh man. I was more happy for 2K than Mario. Like everything else, I was like, okay, you got an idea. I wasn't super excited for Skyrim. I thought, oh, man, that's dope. But 2K was the one that got me like, oh, buddy, it's on now. D1 says, or a new Ready to Rumble. Man, people underestimate how good the Dreamcast was, man. Ready to Rumble, man, that was the game. All those games on that first generation of games on the Dreamcast, man, was phenomenal. They had some classics. I hate that Microsoft designed a system for them to fail. That system was designed by Microsoft, and you trying to tell me you guys didn't foresee that people would be copying these games? and then able to play those copy games on the system, I bet you GT was living the life like it was golden back in those days. Bazit 24/7 says, hey, all I want with a new Nintendo console is a midnight release that will be fire. Bazit, man, I'm telling you, man, that's one of the reasons why, man, whenever they announce this here, man, I'm going to New York, man. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to spend about 4 days. I'm going to stay in line for about 4 days. And I want to be first. I want to be one of the first ones to get it. Just for the experience. Just for the experience. I don't care if it's cold. I'll go out there prepared. I'll make sure, you know, my son will take care of me, you know, because he'll get me some rooms for cheap. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to live it up. Ready to run. D1 says Ready to Rumble was on the 64 and PS1. But it came out first on that Dreamcast. Yeah, there are going to be some midnight releases. The original Switch even Best Buy had a midnight release. All right, let's see. All right, I'm done with that story there. I said that one, talked about that one. I'm not going to talk about Mario Party Jamboree, but from what everybody says, it sounds quite wonderful. Let's see. I'm not going to talk about that. SNK announces ACA Neo Geo Selections Volume 1 and Volume 2. You know what? I mean, that's a lot of games, but however, I'm not overly excited for this SNK Neo Geo. Because I didn't have a Neo Geo. Neo Geo was the first system that was like $5.99. I was like, nope. And that was back in the day. Let's see, what else? Surprise, Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z is getting a massive balance patch on the Switch. Man, shout out to Bandai Namco, man. They just still putting in work, man. Said this update, which bumped fighters up to patch 1.3, is available now on multiple platforms with a Nintendo Switch version to be released soon. They always doing the Switch dirty. Random fans are begging Nintendo's ex-president to sell his Nintendo 64 collection. Man, I wouldn't sell it either. Be passing it down to my kids. If y'all don't know, you know, he just found his collection. He found it somewhere. I think it was like in a refrigerator or something. And but every time he released pictures of it, people have been going crazy. I'm trying to think. All right, good people. Listen, I don't have a whole lot else. You know, we could talk about this possibility of a Switch bundle. I will talk about that for a minute. Whoever this guy is says Nintendo announcement this month is a new Switch OLED bundle. You know what? This is probably going to happen. It happens every year. This is not a surprise. It's not something new. It would even matter if they released this bad boy this year and had a big old to-do about it, because they do it every year. The only thing that's going to be different from what they say is it's going, instead of being Mario Kart, it's going to be Super Mario Wonder, which is smart. Pack-in bundle game for the holiday season. This ain't nothing new. And if this is true, this would, to me, because it's not going to be a special edition Switch. It's going to have the game inside and different boxing. So they didn't overly advertise for the Mario Kart bundle. They're not going to overly advertise for this either. You know what? It's going to be there for Christmas time. It's going to have the different discounts. People are going to buy it up. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It's going to happen. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. CMG says, come on, though. It said, I definitely going to be able to finally meet you in person. Yeah, oh, yeah. Listen, I'm telling you, my kids, we are already saying, hey, I got a credit card off to the side that's ready It's like, hey, this credit card, I set it to the side, it's paid off, and that's gonna be our tickets. Like soon as we find out the dates, I'm like, okay, just find me a room, let's pay for it. Let's go ahead and get my ticket. I'm gonna go ahead and fly. I might drive back. But, oh yeah, that's going down. I'm gonna get me a hotel close to the Nintendo store, so I can be in walking distance. Immediate, as soon as they drop the release date, that's what's happening. So I only remember Rampage, Fatal Fury, Bomberman, and Samurai Showdown. Yeah, Samurai Showdown, boy. That's still, even the remakes that came on the Switch was super fun to me. Geeky says, "Oh, I like the Christmas bundle." Yeah, I think the Christmas bundle is gonna be good. I don't think it's, I don't think it's what this guy is saying. I believe this guy is saying this is what's going to take place at reveal. That's why I give more credence to it still be in October, because you can drop this in front of Tokyo Game Show. You'll still have people mad, but people still be talking about the Switch too. It ain't going nowhere. And in October, just like the last one, they go ahead and release a trailer, and then we off to the races. Let's see. All right. I'm not going to go into anything else. I kind of went through a lot of stuff tonight. We had some great conversation, man. I thank y'all for hanging out with me. But you know how we do. It's about that time. Time to make that change. We are the people. Listen, ain't that about a blip? All right, there we go. We get back. We got 16 people on the Wheels of Steel. Don't forget, listen, you got yourself about a good minute. Feel free to hop yourself on your other. If you got a Twitch account, you can follow me on Twitch. I'm Gaming Dad 1906. If you're on Facebook, just drop in the chat real quick. Say, "What's up, Gaming Dad?" You put yourself in an opportunity, in a position to jump on the board. We got 16 people, on the Wheels of Steel. And we're going to get started very shortly. I'm going to go ahead and stretch this out a little bit so everybody can see. Ooh, there we go, right there. That's good enough. If I win tonight, you know what? I'm giving my winnings to... Let's see. I'm going to give it to newcomer Will B. If I win tonight, so Will B, you on the board twice this night, because if Gaming Dad with his GD wins tonight, you will get my winnings. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting ready to get it started. Don't forget, he said Cleveland voice, Willie time. Willie time. That's so funny. Oh man. All right, good people. You don't know how I do. If your name get picked first, you see the sweet tones of Peter Griff in the building. D1 says, CMG, have you ever seen the movie Cotton Come to Harlem? I had to watch it for class. That's so funny. That's so funny. All right, good people. Listen, before we get started, the poll question of the night: will the PS5 Pro sell out this holiday season for $699? Are you out of your mind? 41% of you guys says absolutely is going down, while 59% says H to the no, it is not. It will be on store shelves, looking quite pretty in January. Woo! Without any further ado, good people, let's go ahead and get it in where we fit in. Let's see how this go. Get the old Prices Right spin going on. And our first one up tonight, our first loser will be, God almighty, CMG. Please exit left. CMG is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we want to remove CMG and continue. We're down to 15 people left on the Wheels of Steel. Let's keep it rolling and flowing. Hit the spin button, Dave. There it is. We got it rolling. Old school. Prices Right. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, come on now. We're going to click it here. And Dub City ain't looking pretty in the city. He out of here. All right, we'll keep it moving and grooving. Who up next to catch the flex? And we're down to 14 people. 14 people. Look at that name right there. And up next is, oh, no, not Willie. Oh, Steve M and them Green Bay Packers is out of here. Steve M's off the board. We keep it rolling, spinning and winning. Spinning and winning. Spinning and winning. Ooh, Gaming Dad Friday escape, but Dave Dub is out of here. All right, let's keep it going. We're down to 12 in the building. And our loser tonight will be Cool Breeze.
You are out of here.
Hello, Wisconsin. Oh, man. Good TV, man. This is good TV. All right, who up next to catch the flex? And that's right, CMG. CMG says, sheesh. Sonic Knuckle Tails is out of here.
You are out of here.
Sheesh. That was quick. Diva said, it's a 1975 movie. Pretty hilarious. 1975, that's when your boy was born. Up next to Catch the Flex, who will it be? Who will it be? It's not me. It's got to be she. And that she is a geeky chick, number 2.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get
Nothing. You lose. Good day, ma'am.
sir.
Good day, ma'am. All right. Keep it rolling and flowing. I think we're down to 9. Down to 9. Who's up next to Catch the Flex? And our next loser tonight, God almighty, going back to back is Geeky.
You lose.
It's out of here. That was quick, fast. Geeky, you was on there for a minute. And he was like, nope, you got to ride. All right, good people, let's keep it rolling. And our winner tonight will be, it's the big homie. D1 is our winner tonight, but you know how we do.
Psych!
Better luck next time. Slug heads.
All right. We're down to 7. And who will it be? Oh, it's your boy Gaming Dad.
Very good. Very good. You know something?
No suit for you.
Come back.
1 year. Next.
Next.
That never gets old, man. That never gets old. There was a Gaming Dad. Check your Discord mentions for me about last week's wins. I got you. Yeah, give me a minute. I'll do it as soon as the stream is over. Because the brother got a like Aaron Neville. Quay 311, man. I don't think you got enough juice to make it over to Willie Beamer. But you out of here. All right. We're down to 5 in the mix. Who will it be? Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Doom guy. Willie Beamer. Willie Beamer is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're down to our final 4. Supersonic Mockingjay is back in the final 4 again, my friend. Bazit 24/7. YT is in this bad boy twice, so we really got our final 3 in this bad boy. Newcomer to the channel, Dooms Guy 483 is in the winner's circle, but ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be 1. And our final round, we got to knock out 2. So who's the next to catch the flex? Let's see who get up out of here next. Very good, very good. No suit for you. Dooms Guy 483, you out of here. Got though, my man. Thanks for coming through, my guy. Appreciate you, man. We're down to our final 2. Will it be Bazit versus Bazit YT2? We don't know, but Supersonic Mockingjay has a slim chance of getting the dub. Let's see who will it be. We're down to 3. Uh-oh. He survived another round, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Bazit 24/7 YT is out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our final 2. Once again, representing the UK in the building, Bassett 24/7 YT is on the board with Supersonic Mockingjay. But it can only be one winner tonight. Who would it be? He said, no, not Doom Guy. Right, Doom Guy was in it to win it. But he's out of here. He said, rip and tail until it's done. That's so funny. Oh, man. D1 says, I couldn't win again anyway. Oh, man, that was the game over. That's so funny. All right, Nick Cannon, where you at, man? We need you on the board, on the wheels of steel. Nick. Where is the? Oh, there you go. Nick Cannon in the building. Let's hear on drums. Hit it one time, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, who will be our winner tonight? And it looks like it's gonna be Supersonic Mockingjay. Bassett 24/7. You are out of here, and our winner tonight, back in the winner's circle after a long hiatus, Supersonic Mockingjay. Kids, show him some love. All right, boys and girls, it's your boy. It's 10:50 in this piece. I got an hour to turn an assignment in, but you know I got to get it in. I got to get my praise on and give my praise report, man. I'm just so grateful, man, that I am surrounded by good people. Because I know there's a lot of people in this world who don't have good people, good friends, even good friends online. And I consider you guys to be good friends, good people. And I'm so grateful, man, so grateful, you know. And I think everything in life happens for a reason, it happens on God's time. And in this season of renewal, I am grateful for the things that I have. You know, I might not have everything that I want, some things in life that I do want, things in life I want to do. But I'm just grateful for the small things, man. I'm able to broadcast on the internet. I know there's people that don't even have internet. You know what? I don't have to worry about a meal tonight. I know it's people in this city I live in who are not eating tonight. I'm so grateful for that, man. And I challenge y'all guys to, you know what, find some way to show your gratitude. You know, I started a gratitude journal today, and I was inspired by this guy. He does kickboxing. He kind of black, slender black guy. He's really good. I can't think of his name, but I saw one of his TikToks, and you know what? He just like, you know what? I started a journal, and it started to train his mind how to look at the things in the world and be grateful for it. And he would write it down every day. And so I started mine today. And one of my 5 things is like, you know, I'm grateful for my wife. I'm so grateful, man, to have my wife through all the ups and downs. I'm so grateful for her. I'm so grateful for my children. I'm so grateful for God's word. I'm so grateful that I'm able to get up and have the eyesight to read it. And I'm trying to read as much as I can because, you know what, I want to be, you know what, I still want to be a great guy. You know what, I want to be a good guy, but I just don't want to be a good guy for myself. I want to be a good guy for God. I want to serve Him. I want to serve His children. You know what, and to do this here is just special because He has brought me to some good people like Quake 311, man. That's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody that's on this channel right now, I have no qualms. CMG is a great guy. I love watching the content. Geeky, boy, I'm telling you, I have a whole new epiphany for Pink. Pink everything. That's your Geeky. That's your new shirt. Get a shirt, Geeky, that said Pink everything. And make a video of that Pink everything. Bassett 24/7. Never been to the UK before in my life. Met somebody from the UK. Cool dude. Love watching his content, and it's funny. You know what? Just good people, man. We just all live in this earth trying to survive, and I'm very happy and grateful that I've met every last one of you guys. And you know, we have not met physically yet, but to be here, I feel like I know you. My boy GT, I don't know what you're doing out there, man. I hope everything's good. Man, it's a great show, man. Real quick, I'm gonna word out. It says dozed off. Okay, that's okay. Quay 311. So congrats to Sonic Knuckle Tales. Bazzers 24/7 gifted 1 Gaming Dad membership. Hey man, listen man, that I appreciate that. So next week, Sonic Knuckle Tales, you'll get 2 on there. That was a great gift, man. Thanks, Basil YT. But let me get my pray on real quick, man, and so I can get you guys off. You guys can have a wonderful night. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you, Lord, for your grace and your mercy. I thank you that today you allowed us to walk this earth and have an opportunity to be able to praise you and be grateful to you. I'm so grateful that you are in my life and a part of me, and I pray that the things that I do, and I pray that your spirit also, is spread upon those who are watching and listening tonight. I pray, Lord, that you bless their families, that you bless them spiritually, emotionally, and financially. I pray, Lord, that you deliver them from evil and keep all evildoers away from them, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you bless them, Lord, to know about your armor. In the book of Ephesians, God talks about the armor of God. I pray that we equip ourselves daily with your armor, the chest plate of righteousness, the sandals of peace, the chest plate of righteousness, the helmet of salvation. I pray, Lord, that we equip ourselves daily with your armor. And I also pray, Lord, that you bless us with your anointing every day. Let it be fresh and new every day. I thank you, Lord. I love you. In Jesus' mighty name we pray and give thanks to you, Lord. Amen. Good people, this is your boy Gaming Dad, man. Thank y'all for listening to me. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, man. I'm not streaming Sony's event, but if something happens tomorrow and it's truly outstanding, it is Tuesday, I might hop on Tuesday night after my homework and say, hey, this is what I thought. Or I might even hop on Tuesday night just to play Astrobot. Just go ahead and give it an hour or so. This might just stream for an hour. Just Astrobot in the beginning. I think that might be dope. Final score of the poll, 44% says yes. It's going to be sold out for $6.99. And 56% says no. It won't. It'll be fresh on the shelf. All right, good people. Let's see me go a couple comments. Damn, it went to that winner, usually random. I thought it was gifted to a specific user. No, he went to you. No sheep tonight. That's the first time ever in the show we did not have the sheep. No sheep tonight. But good people, that'll be it. This is your boy Gaming Dad, man. I pray y'all have a good week. And I am Audi 5000G in the immortal words of Don Cornelius. Peace, love, and soul, people. Ooh. And I'm out of 5000G. Yeah, Mean Gene. Ooh, yeah. You know the Macho King is back on the scene. My man Ruben just showed up, ladies and gentlemen. Ruben, where you been at, man? We missed you tonight. But we won't miss you next week. Because the Macho King says so. Love the Macho Man. Rest in peace, Macho King. Oh, yeah. Me and Elizabeth. Elizabeth, get over here. I'm going to tell you no more now. You be quiet while I'm talking. Go give me something to drink, Elizabeth. Man, good times, man. The wrestling was so good back in the day, man. So good. I wish they did more. I wish they had more actors like that. Oh, yeah, the Macho King. I'm telling you, I'm going to be the Intercontinental Champion. Yeah. And then Hogan, I'm coming for your belt next. I'm going to put it across my chest. And I'm going to look at your Hulkamaniacs. And I'm going to spit in their face. Oh, yeah. Oh, here's right. Step into the Slim Jim. Oh man, I'm sorry. I should have just got off. I see my boy Ruben. Man, Ruben, how you doing, my brother? He said it's not Pandora Slim Jim. Oh man, we had a good night, good stream, man. It's there. They're stabbing to a Slim Jim, boy. Nothing like good old Macho King Randy Savage. I told Hogan this, And Mean Gene, I'm gonna tell you, you gonna stop disrespecting the Macho King, cause we don't like that. Ain't that right, Elizabeth? Oh yeah. I know, man. Listen, I'm a firm believer that you are as young as you believe you are. The minute you start believing you are old and you can say, I'm old, you're going to be old. You won't catch them words out of my mouth. I might be older, but I ain't old. Even at age 49. Oh, yeah, the Macho King, boy, I tell you. 49 years old, Elizabeth. I can still run with the best of them. Yeah. Hogan, you're next. All right, good people, listen. Oh, man, Bonesaw. Who's Bonesaw? I forgot. All right, good people, man. Ruben, man, I wish you was here in the show earlier, man. So I get you on the wheel, man. We talked about some good stuff, man. It's worth the rewatch, man. I hope you enjoy it. But I got to get off this phone. It's 11 o'clock. I got an hour to get my work done. Oh, yeah, and I can't be late. This is your boy, Gaming Dad, and I'm Audi 5000G. Oh, yeah. Good night, good people. It's supposed to switch. You weren't supposed to go here. Man, what happened here? There it is. I'm supposed to go there.